kanisa kay sayop ni. Ano, iting. Eding. Seven. S-man siguro. Friendsman man pero Hammer S-man. Woman na sing jersey ka.
Magkasama kami nung Shaban.
Oo.
Sweet, may mga kita like one game.
Binuha sa kayo eh. Ikaw na kayo lang team.
Kaya champion mag-game.
Bukan eh.
Diba?
Magtumbang. Magpagyan ito 2-0 ka doon.
Kung isipin mo nun eh, champion mo lang. Bibang to ba?
Pero kung sa'yo choice at siguro, except mo step down. Okay na, basta building ko 2,000 stops ka na nila eh.
2,000 mo mga daog na mo.
Oo nga eh, mayroon sa rin. Bayas kayo.
Ha?
Bayas kayo. So, kumaharap ko na yung ganahan ni Kwan. Jason, sabi ka sa ang build this 1,000.
And now let us know the man to meet this number football team. First, from Keysborough. Starting quarterback also number 12, James Spencer. Number 4, Rcit, ball back. Also number 4, Soaring. And center, Keysborough, Matthew Walker. And coach Soaring, assisted by Dennis Hall. And now let's see this number is Soaring Falcons. Starting quarterback number 24, also number 17, Ray Thomas. Number 4, number 20, David Wall. Also number 27, EJ Frenchman. And center, number 23, Odiana Ojibekwe. And coach right away, seated by National Sun.
Welcome to day 4 of the Rcit Invitational, last day of the elimination round. Today we have the Adams and Soaring Falcons, who are at 2-1 right now, taking on the UAC Kings, who have yet to pick up the win. Coach Kim, what does UAC need to do to finally end this tournament on a high note?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, with their standings as of now, it's going to be an important game sa Adamson. They need to get this win to secure the triple tie or para magkaroon ng chance of triple tie to get the number 1 spot, di ba?
Yeah, and Adamson coach is playing this a little bit too cool right now, as they are going to play this game without Mate Erolon and Earl Medina and Precious Jonah, and as well Kobe Dimisana. A lot of their core lineup will not be in action today. But then again, they are pretty deep in their rotation. Expect this game to be a barn burner of a matchup still.
Yung mga ganitong tournament, yung mga ligang labas, kung tawagin nga nila gusto nila yung mga role players sila or yung mga off the bench sila is to get more exposure.
Oh, yeah.
And mas magkaroon sila ng chemistry and feels para sa team nila. Para madala nila yan sa UAAP.
Especially that, well said, very coach. It's very important to really gain chemistry, especially as they bring in new players. They're really trying to adjust to the system and really adjust with each other.
Yeah.
And that will really help as getting the new players involved and not really relying on their core players in a preseason tournament.
Yes, of course, sama.
Fransman there with an aggressive move against Burkek as he will draw the foul. And a pretty nice tradition here, Coach Kim, with the Adams and Soaring Falcons. They will wait till the very first field goal, till they take a seat. There was a time where it took them a while to make a field goal, and it took a while for them to sit on the bench. Let's see on this possession though. Ojarikre now, top of the key. That's not where he likes it. Anabo, cross-court pass to Torres. Iding now with a rock. The ball is hopping, but they will turn it over. Ball will go to Team UAC. Overall in this tournament, Coach, Team UAC, if there has been a problem for them, it has been taking good care of the basketball. In the first game, I believe that 25 turnovers. In the second game, that 18 turnovers, as we see James Spencer get a bucket. And an early timeout here by Coach Nash Rosella. There was something he did not like on that previous possession as we head down to our first break in the action.
Ako tanongin about sa kuan. Previous. Wala akong masagot. Hindi ko alam ano nangyari sa previous game.
Ano ang kay Juan? Pero sa previous one, mga stats.
Ay, pero stats, hindi man kuan. Like how they play, how they got those numbers.
Ay, ako lang yung mag-one mo.
Oo, kasaan ko. Yawa ko na group.
Pwede kakila sa mga Adamson kayo?
Wala. I mean, pero yung is parang yung what they've been doing throughout this league. Hindi ko na pang-mention. Buti na mention mo kanina.
Kung ka nilagay ilang problema kay grabe isang turnover. Maging average siguro mga at least 19. Ito 25, first game 18. Yeah, I think last game 21. Yeah, once the big man. Oh? Teka, work it. Hindi mo kayo makika ng isa.
Siya lang.
Back live here, 8 minutes. A quick timeout there by Coach Nash Rosella to really try and sort things out here as Iding now on the gas. Ojarikre could not get that shot to fall. A bit of a gimme there, but he will head to the free throw line. Great play there, Coach, by Iding, feeding his big man.
As a guard kasi, yun talaga yung kailangan mong magawa
Oh, yeah.
Bring the ball down and to break down your opponent early on pa lang dito sa may backcourt pa lang to create those kind of setups para sa teammate mo.
And with a guy like Iding, Coach, he is fast. There was nothing Trent Andre could do there except trail him with how fast Iding was on that play, bringing up the basketball. Ojarikre finally ends the goose egg for the Falcons, allowing his teammates to finally take a seat on the bench.
Finally.
Spencer now with the rock. He has been the guy, and as I say that, he turns it over. Fransman to Torres. Ojarikre was open down low, but a heads-up play from Andre, forcing an out of bounds as the ball will stay on this side of the floor. 20 seconds to work with here for the Falcons. Iding finds a teammate in Torres, and a bit of a zone look right now for UAC. Torres left wide open, could not make them pay. Iding with a second chance opportunity. Fransman with a near air ball there, as I believe Solomon Cool secures the basketball. And now ball back with the basketball, gives it to Burkek, who is by the free throw line area. Andre now gets a screen from Burkek, decides to give it to his big man down low. Burkek with a series of moves using the offhand. Spencer, great feed down low to Solomon Cool, Coach. On the other side, it's Anabu now. Fransman, they're giving him the space and he makes them pay. The ball is popping here to start as both teams opting for quicker offense, and another turnover for UAC, but Andre with the hustle, but the ref still called the foul, coach.
That's what you've mentioned earlier, right off the bat. Sabi mo na yung problem netong UAC Kings is those turnovers na for me, those are really unforced errors.
Oh, yes.
Diba? I mean, they're playing defense, pero unforced errors, mga passes like that.
Simple passes.
Yeah.
I think that's already the second time already in this first quarter. Simple passes, but again, you have to also give credit to the Adams and Soaring Falcons defense for really having their heads up and really with quicker hands.
Yeah.
As Eding converts on the first of 2 free throws, as Matthew Montebon now checking in to the ball game for the Falcons, subbing in for Realen Torres. And now this is still a very important game for the Falcons, coach. Again, it gives them a chance to really be in striking distance at least for the #1 seed as we await the winner of Team Brian Curl and De La Salle. Ojarikre flexing his muscles. On the other end, Andre, they tried to push the pace. Spencer now, they're trying to give it to Burkek down low. Great play there by Ojarikre, preventing Burkek from getting the ball down low, coach.
Great sequence there, no? Ojarikre with that offensive rebound and a putback, and to the defensive side naman, denying Burkek. Another turnover.
Another turnover. That one forced by Eding. As Adamson with the numbers, Fransman with the layup.
That's already 3 turnovers in 4 minutes.
That is going to be the story of the game,
ayaw
coach.
natin ang ganong start ng game.
Spencer.
And another one for that matter.
I was just about to say, ball back. Needed a few inches on him to try and get that basketball, as we have another timeout on the floor. The timeout will go to UAC as we head down the last 6 minutes of action in the first quarter.
4 minutes.
O sa tarong nga ka ng point guard.
My idols. Kunyara mo.
Ng 4 minutes, that's averaging 1 turnover per minute. Ayaw natin ang ganong umpisa ng game.
Oh yeah, definitely not a recipe for success if you're Team UAC and Coach Cam Andre. As Fransman again with a short stab. 4 points now for AJ Fransman, coach.
Easy basket lang,
Yeah, it's not like they're difficult though. Fransman has been given all the space by Team UAC.
Wow, great backdoor and a spray pass to the corner.
Spencer with the 3. If there's one man, coach, for Team UAC who can get it going, it's one James Spencer. Eding now with the basketball. Look at the screen from Ojarikre. Great defense there by Burkek. Fransman again, way too much space.
That's too easy. It's too open for a guy like Fransman.
Exactly, coach. Way too much space for AJ Fransman, and he's already shown that he can make that from that kind of range. Talking about range, Matthew Montebon with his first 3 of the game. Burnett now with the basketball, gives it to Andre. Burnett to Spencer, he made one earlier.
Heat check.
Could not get that one to fall. Definitely went for the heat check, but Spencer could not get the shot to go. As on the other side now, Montebon steps on the gas, gives it to Fransman. Fransman drives, nowhere to go. Great defense here by Team UAC. Has 9 seconds now to work with here for Adamson. Montebon A bit of a careless pass there, turning the ball over.
They thought Ojarico would
Oh, yeah.
be sliding down all the way to the rim.
A bit of miscommunication on this side as well, coach. Miscommunication.
Yeah.
As Franzman in transition.
He just took off on that shot.
The size and the length for AJ Franzman has been on full display here for Adamson as we take another look there. 2-on-2 break. Franzman, great move, shielding himself from the defense.
Oh.
And now reinforcements coach checking in for the Soaring Falcons. It's Lance Mangaron and Jair Tumaneng checking in for the Soaring Falcons. Meanwhile, Team UAC going with the same five. I believe, no, sorry. They will put in Looney Nyen for Matthew Burkett.
And also Spencer.
Oh, yeah,
At the
Spencer
bench as well. Yeah.
on the bench now for Team UAC. And I think they're just trying to sort things out here with the clock. And I'm not sure why Coach Nash Rosella is on the floor right now. I don't think he's aware that we're already heading back to play. But now action will finally resume. And a bit of a full court man-to-man look here for Adamson. As Burnett now passes it off to Andre. Gets a big screen from Nien. Andre cashes in on the triple.
That's the second time they've got caught up on that play na ginagawa na itong UAC, no? Yung hand-off and then a flare screen on the opposite side. Hindi nagugulat dun yung Adamson. They need to communicate on that end.
But on this side of the floor, coach, talking about Adamson, Franzman has been on fire here to start, already with 8 points on 80% shooting. Andre could not go for the heat check there as Franzman secures the rebound. As Murray Myers hot on his tail. And now Montebon putting on the moves. Franzman, it's been his quarter. Could not get his hot string going there, coach.
Pero that was still an open shot, ah.
Oh, yeah. Right now, coach, it seems like Team UAC is content with Franzman going off for 30 right now. As long as they don't try and let Montebon go off or Edin go off. But thus far, though, Franzman has really made them pay.
Kasi sometimes talaga, if ganun kagaling yung player, sabi nga nila, just pick your poison, eh, di ba?
And especially, coach, if you've made it, to this level of professional or semi-pro basketball, you've made it here for a reason.
Right, di ba?
So you definitely can't leave a guy like AJ Franzman that wide open. And again, speaking of Franzman, passing it off to Montebon. And an offensive foul there by Tumaneng.
Oh, they got tangled up right there. The UAC Kings here have been running the same offense since they started it. It's either they hand it off sa corner or they do the gets action sa middle.
They really look to get their big man involved, talking about UAC. And again, another big screen by Nien. Myers, could not just get the better hand of it, but they will still have time to work with here. De Bertoli, hounded by Cruz Dumont. Great defense here by the Falcons. As the shot clock is winding down, Nien with a long three. As Dumont secures the rebound. Dumont in transition to Maneng. His teardrop is off the mark. A rebound secured by Nien. Bach now on the other side. Gives it to Burnett. Back to Bach, who will get a screen from Nien. This ball is popping, but their possession is going nowhere thus far. Can Myers get them finally a solid score here? Nowhere to go still. And it will end in a turnover.
Yeah, great defense there, no, para sa Adamson. Dalawang possession yun back-to-back na naubos nila yung shot clock ng UAC Kings.
But again, coach, if you're Team UAC, you gotta continue to trust your system and trust your sets. But again, the quick hands of Adamson really making life difficult here for Team UAC.
Yeah, you can really see the discipline sa defense ng Adamson.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? Minsan kasi nangyari yan, when you see the shot clock running down, parang mas magugustuhin mo ng agawin na yung bola.
Oh,
Pero
yeah.
sila, no, they just stay in front, keep their composure.
And it's been showing these last two possessions, forcing the turnover as Myers to DeBertoli for three. Gets the friendly bounce.
Oops.
And I believe, Coach, that will be an offensive foul on Alan Perez for ramming Murray Myers.
Hindi niya nakita nakatayo sa harap niya na pala. He was trying to rim run kasi, which is number one rule pag big man.
Oh, yeah. Just did not see Murray Myers there.
Oh.
Was in front of him, forcing a turnover. Great play there by Murray Myers. Last 1 minute of action here in the first quarter. Been back and forth. Despite the turnovers here by UAC, Coach, they're only down by one.
Yeah.
Ball back now. Wants to give them the lead, and he does! Ball back with a three-pointer, and now UAC with a 2-point lead. Mangaron now sets the table. It's a screen from Perez. Great screen by Perez. Mangaron just could not get the shot to fall. A wide open look. On the other end, Bach gives it to Nien. Hands it off to Burnett. Bertoli now with the basketball. They are moving here, talking about UAC.
Oh, a lot of ball movement talaga, no?
But the possession again, Coach, going nowhere. Deep in the shot clock. Steal by Mangaron. 6 seconds in transition. Barcelona wide open to Cruz Damon. Great end to the first quarter. We're not at 18, heading to the second quarter. As you see it on the replay here, great heads-up play by Barcelona, finding Cruz Damon. And Installation Corporation, and to our gold sponsors, Cal's Poultry, LOM Marketing by Vice Governor James Mitang Magbanwa, and to our silver sponsors of this tournament, Shuffles, FNE Enterprises, Lionheart Security Agency, Plantanan Park, JP Orleans Realty Development Corporation, Civic Merchandising Inc., Mega Gold Construction and Development, Avescor Motor Inc., Capis Electronic Cooperative Inc., BY & Sons Trading Inc., Dolce Via Beauty, and BM Junjun Billones, Solid Motorcycle Distributors, Historia Forest Garden, and Gold's Gym. Coach Kim, in that first quarter, back and forth we go between Adamson and UAC. Early on, we saw UAC really committing a lot of turnovers, but they did do a good job of really limiting those down the last 5 minutes there of the first quarter.
Oh, yun yung naging crucial dun. Parang they've been able to control na yung turnovers nila. They've been able to take care of that basketball. And I'm not 100% sure, pero I think yung UAC kasi they're doing 4-out offense with 4 smalls. Na nagkakaproblema yung Adamson kasi isang big nila, binabantayan, maliit, quicker than him. That's why they were getting those shots off the drives na iiwan na kick out. That's why naging 18 all-9 score na.
Yeah, speaking of kicking the ball out, Coach, Team UAC with 4 threes in that first quarter. Meanwhile, for Adamson, it was the AJ Fransman show who finished with 10 points in the first quarter, but he will start the second quarter on the bench. Eding now with the basketball, gives it to Torres. Torres now nowhere to go. Great defense by UAC. Barcelona couldn't get a hand on the basketball. Now UAC now in transition. Bach wisely pulls the ball back. Will use a screen from the end was Myers. And now De Bertoli back to Myers. They feed the ball to the big man in the end, which is very far from what he's accustomed to. But De Bertoli with his second three of the game.
Yun yung sinasabi ko nina, they've been playing the 4-out offense. So yung big na nagbabantay ng maliit na iiwan, they're getting those kick-outs for that open shot sa labas. Ooh.
A bit of a hard screen there by one Alan Perez coach. But Torres from the corner will head to the free throw line. Very surprising here, coach. Which also you can understand, since they are playing without Eralon and Medina, they have yet to make a three. Overall in this tournament, they have been lights out from three. They finished game one against LaSalle shooting 40% from three.
That's high.
And that is very rare to do. And against Team Brian Curl, I believe they shot in the high 30s from three. So definitely a huge surprise here for Adamson to yet have a three-pointer in this game. A very good sign if you're Coach Nash Rosella to only be down three without your main guys and without making a three-pointer up to this point.
Eh baka kasi they're trying to change their dynamics. Parang they already know they can hit those three-pointers, they can make those three-pointers. Baka sinabi nila, Coach, I want to see my guys right now to take it hard to the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Move the ball around, take it hard to the rim.
Because that will generate better offensive possessions, Coach, because it will generate fouls. It could generate drop passes to the bigs down low. So, but overall, though, in this tournament, Adamson really relying on their three-point shooting up until this game. The end now, using the muscles against Alan Perez, but he was not deterred. Great defense by Eding, and a heads-up play to really push the ball and using his speed to get the 2 points.
Pwede pala yun.
Oh yeah, if you're Eding, he can do anything.
Pwede yun, basta abutan mo yung ball.
Oh yeah, as long as you can catch up to it, nothing wrong with it. The end now.
Zoom action.
If there's one thing I've seen from Nien here, Coach, he is catching the ball from way outside the paint.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's capable of making the threes, but we've yet to see him make a three. And Alan Perez is giving him the space. As reinforcements now will check in, I believe. UAC going back to their starting five. As Trent Andre and James Spencer will check in the ball game along with Solomon Cool.
I believe Porter kasi that's why Nien and like the other bigs are getting that ball way up there. Kasi they're setting up that zoom action papunta dun sa corner nila. Or if they don't do the gets, the backdoor and the handoff, they're automatically going sa zoom action. Kaya ganun kataas yung offense.
And with bigs coach like Burkek and Nien who set solid screens.
Diba? Yeah.
We've seen it a couple of times in this game where a couple of Adamson players disappeared after those big screens by Burkek and Nien, as we see Eding there on the teardrop.
Yeah.
As the lead now. Yep, back to Adamson. As ball back. Down low to Burkek now. Great defense by Tumaneng. Spencer was wide open for a heartbeat, but Bach looks to penetrate. Teardrop is off the mark. Third chance now for UAC and Burkek with the lefty shot.
Grabe, ang laki-laki mo na nga, di ba? Tapos suswertein ka pa, sa'yo pa nahulog yung bola ng ganun.
Burkek didn't even need to jump for that offensive rebound, coach.
He was just boxing out, and then the ball just fell into his hand.
Torres, right on cue, coach. Adamson with their first three of the game, and of course, who else would be by a guy named Ray Allen Torres.
Sabi niya, ano hinahanap mong three-pointer, Derek? Oh, ito. See, that's what I'm talking about. You're gonna receive it, and then that handoff, the zoom action to the wingman for that open shot.
And you saw it there, coach, exactly. A wide open three by James Spencer and Noah Pacquiao was given the space, giving James Spencer the space, As Eding now on the other side to Maneng, hands it off to Eding. Shot clock winding down, great pass, but even better defense by Solomon Cool as Bach looks to push the pace here for UAC, and Cool could not get the layup to fall.
Grabe, nakita mo si Torres doon. He was risking his life to give that box out dito kay Burkek.
It nearly worked though.
Diba?
Burkek was prevented to get the offensive rebound.
Yes. I mean, it's still UAC ball, but walang easy offensive rebound for that easy putback. Grabe yung puso nitong player natin na to.
Spencer now with the basketball. Burkek by the three-point line, fakes the handoff, and fools Tumaneng in the process to give UAC the lead right back. Back and forth we go, coach.
Parang cheat na yun di ba? Parang naka-slider. Ganun kakalaki, then you can drive that. You can drive like that to the basket. Parang naka-slider na yun sa 2K.
Great footwork there displayed by one Matthew Burkek, coach. Everyone
rejecting the handoff, you know?
Everyone thought he was going to go for the handoff because that's what they've been doing a lot in this game. Finally faked it.
Even me myself, I thought Spencer had that ball.
But Burkek was like, let me score. let me try and score the ball for once. And he did do his coaches a solid and score the basketball. Overall, now, coach, great effort now by Team UAC, really limiting their turnovers and really making things difficult for the Adams and Soaring Falcons. And now with AJ Fransman back in the game, expect him to really be the focal point of their offense with how hot he was to start that game.
Pati itong si Ojarikre, binalik na ni coach.
Bach left wide open, coach. Way too easy of a three from ball back. Montebon gives it to Cañete, who's seeing his first action of the ball game. Torres pulls up from deep, couldn't cash in. Spencer now with the rock, gives it to Burkek, who hands it off to him. Spencer given the space, couldn't cash in. Fransman with the rebound. Fransman being hounded there by Burkek for a second as Cañete nowhere to go. Fransman to Ojarikre, back to Torres. Torres now kicks it out to Fransman, who kicks it out for an even wide open three from Kenji Cañete. Just could not get it to fall, but they will have another opportunity. Big screen there by Ojarikre. Fransman saves it, and he will be fouled.
Sumabit niya naman yung kamay niya.
You are right, coach. There is a scoring error there on display here live anyway, as the score should be 31 to UAC and 27 to Adamson. Right now live it is showed on reverse.
Nakita mo yung decision doon ni Fransman no? Parang he was split second open.
Oh yeah.
Pero sabi niya, better option itong kick out ko sa corner. Nag-miss lang, pero ito naman, now this is my shot. Now I'm taking this.
Way too wide open again, coach.
Yeah, he covers that shot.
2-point game here. Lead is with UAC.
Wow.
Andre given the space, makes another three-pointer. Trent Andre with 2 threes now in this ball game.
Ang ganda ng ginagawang offense ng UAC Kings dito. No? Nakita mo yung blind pig na ginawa nila na yun. Off that pass sa big man, tapos flare screen.
A lot of open threes here early for UAC as Cañete. Great defense by UAC, but Solomon Cool was not able to secure the basketball as Adamson will have 14 seconds to work with here. 14 seconds to work with here in this possession. Montebon will inbound the ball. We've yet to see Anabo really get into the action here for the Soaring Falcons. Expect him to be more aggressive here as Fransman now. He's been very aggressive here. Kicks it out to Montebon, who was wide open. And every time, coach, if you leave a shooter like Matthew Montebon wide open, he will make you pay.
Oo, lista mo na yan kung sabi nga nila. By the way, dun sa mga viewers natin, para itong UAC Kings, eliminated na sila technically. Pero they're not playing like an eliminated team right now. They're really showing up. Pinapakita nila dito sa mga viewers natin, sa live viewers natin na they're still here to play.
Oh yeah. They're playing for pride right now as it is.
They do not want to go home without a win.
Exactly. They don't want to be clowned by their friends back home and say, you came into the Philippines and didn't even come out with a win.
Diba?
As on this side of the floor, Fransman with the drive. And he will head to the free throw line. Coach, talk to me about AJ Franzman, who has been very aggressive here to start for the Soaring Falcons.
You can see that right off the bat. AJ Franzman has been playing like he's a man on a mission. Taking all those jumpers, floaters, even some three-pointers. And hindi lang dun sa offensive, sa shooting, pati yung distributing the ball, giving the energy sa defense. AJ Franzman, andyan siya. She's the man. AJ Franzman, he's the man.
Oh. Yeah, you mentioned it, Coach. Franzman has been doing everything for Adams, and he's been distributing the ball. He's been trying to penetrate to the lane. He's been making those off-ball fadeaway jumpers. Franzman has really been showing off the full repertoire here for the Soaring Falcons. A huge reason why they're only down by 2 right now, considering how they haven't really struggled from 3. They just haven't been taking a lot of threes.
Iba yun eh, di ba? Magkaiba yun. There's a difference eh. If you've been taking a lot of threes pero not making it, compared sa not at all, you're not taking it at all. Boom.
As Spencer, he continues to sizzle for UAC now, up to double figures with 10 points in the game. Perez taking the ball very far. Montebon had a look for the second, decides to pass it up to Perez, who could not cash in on that free throw line jumper. Spencer on the other side of the floor wanted to go for a heat check for a quick second, But De Bertoli now, give it to Andre. He's just wide open for 3, and he sticks the three-pointer.
UAC Kings just playing unselfish basketball right now. Unselfish basketball.
And most importantly, Coach, they are making their threes.
Yes.
50% from 3. They have 9 threes now in this game. Anabu looks to counter. Great pocket pass down low, but Perez could not get a handle of that basketball.
Gandang hanap sana sa ilalim.
Oh, yeah. Definitely had a great intention there, but Perez just could not get a handle of the basketball. As both teams now making substitutions, as Eding and Ray Allen Torres will check back in for the Soaring Falcons. Meanwhile, for Team UAC, Lu Yin checking back in along with Murray Myers. Andre now with the basketball. He just made a 3 earlier. They gave it to Nyen, top of the key. Decides not to take the 3. A near turnover there. Great heads-up play there, Coach, by one Manu Anabu.
There was a miscommunication on the spots eh. Parang naging tatlo sila dun instead of just 2 on that spot. That's why Nyen was confused where he's gonna hand it off.
With how Team UAC has played in this first half, Coach, a rare misstep there on that previous possession. But Trent Andre, man, he is on a different dimension now with, I believe, now 12 points here in the first half. Anabu looks to test the defense now of Andre as he was fouled. Again here, Coach, a dream of a first half. If you're one Coach Cam Andre, the way your team has played here in the first half. But the question is, again, can they maintain this type of ball game for a full 40 minutes? Because we saw it in their second game against LaSalle. They led by as much as 15, I believe. But once LaSalle picked up their pace and really amped up their defense, UAC just had no answers. Hopefully for them, though, they can really figure it out here against a very well battle-tested Adamson team.
Oh, yun yung importante, of course. It's not how you start the game eh. It's the consistency and how you're gonna finish the game. Kasi wala namang basketball team na nanalo ng first half. Diba?
Exactly. They don't give trophies for winning the first half.
Wala namang best in first half na team. Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see if the way UAC, they can continue talking about continue. Andre finally misses on the 3 as Torres looks to push the pace for Adamson.
Oh wow, great transition defense para dito sa red shirts natin.
Mismatch here between Torres and Nyen, but Eding tried to push the pace there as he will be fouled. And a great play there by Eding as UAC is in the penalty. So 2 free throws now for Eding, who has been very quiet here for Adamson in the first half. Only up to 5 points, considering how most of their team's backcourt are not even playing in this game. A very quiet start here, Coach, for one Matir Eding. I think because as Eding cashes in on the first free throw, and it's back to a 7-point deficit now for the Soaring Falcons.
Partner, this is really rare to see. Parang etong Adamson team natin, wala pa silang foul this whole quarter. That's how disciplined yung defense na itong Adamson is.
They have done a really good job, you mentioned it, Coach, on defense. But again, give credit to guys like Trent Andre and James Spencer. They have been making those three-pointers. And again, with how Nien's setting those hard screens, it won't show up on the box score, but he did have a huge impact on helping them generate those open looks.
Yun yung mga tinatawag natin ng mga intangibles no? Na hindi mo makikita sa stat sheets, sa records, whatever. Pero tuwang-tuwa yung mga coaches, yung mga tulad na ganun na player na nagbibigay. Yes.
You gotta do what you gotta do to stay on the court, and Nien is showing that right now for Team UAC. Myers now with the rock. Another big screen there by Nien. The ball is popping for UAC. Almost a near turnover there from UAC as Burnett now with the basketball. Drives through the lane. Short jumper is no good. But Nien with the offensive rebound. De Bertoli cross-court pass to Myers. Myers penetrates. Nien will head to the free throw line. Nearly traveled there, Coach, but was fouled first before he was called for a traveling violation.
Speaking of intangibles, no? If napapansin mo, even De Bertoli is even doing those intangibles, like slowing down the pace or finding the perfect guy to give that basketball. Diba? And it's not always naman when you say trust your teammates when you pass them the ball. It doesn't mean they need to shoot it. You trust them to do what's the next best thing para sa offense ninyo.
Yeah, and again, it has showed here in the first half. A very efficient first half, Coach, for Team UAC, shooting 48% from the field. And after those 5 early turnovers, they've only turned the ball over 3 times from up until for the last 15 minutes. So a really great job, great adjustment by both the players and the coaches of Team UAC to really help them get this 8-point lead, Coach.
Oo. Pero nga, again, of course, after this first half, mag-a-adjust yung Adamson.
Yep.
Tingnan natin how they're gonna adjust as well. Diba? Dun lang magkakatalo eh. So we will see.
As we head down now to the last 25 seconds of the first half. A ding now. They can settle for somewhat of the final shot here since it's only a 1-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. As a ding will let the seconds trickle down here to wind down the first half. He leaves a screen from Torres, kicks it out to Torres. Was wide open from there, could not get the bounce. And the ball, I believe, Coach, will go to Team UAC, who will have 1.7 seconds to work with.
Gandang blur screen sana nun, galing kay Torres eh.
The half-court heave.
May tinamaan.
I could not see it from the angle that we're looking at. But back to the action. Great first half there by Team UAC as they carry an 8-point lead heading to the second half.
Industrial and Installation Corp. Cal's Poultry, Shuffles, FNE Enterprise. The Rojas City Invitational Tournament 2026. Team sponsors: MBM Construction, NLB Construction, B-Shine Pharma, Kingsfield Rice Solutions, Wellmar Merchandising, Lux Production. Platinum sponsors: Big City Design and Prints, Toyota Rojas City, Tanduay Rojas, RKF Industrial and Installation Corp. Cal's Poultry, Shuffles, FNE Enterprises Inc., Lionheart Security Agency, Plantanan Park, JP Orleans and Realty Development Corporation, Civic Merchandising Inc., Megagold Construction and Development, Aviscor Motor Inc., Capiz Electric Cooperative Inc., BY & Sons Trading Inc., Dolce Via Beauty, Solid Motorcycle Distributor. Condotel, Alonsi, the Rojas City Invitational Tournament 2026. Team sponsors: MBM Construction, NLB Construction, B-Shine Pharma, Kingsfield Rice Solutions, Wellmar Merchandising, Lux Production. Platinum sponsors: Big City Design and Prints, Toyota Rojas City, Tanduay Rojas, RKF Industrial and Installation Corp. Cal's Poultry, Shuffles, FNE Enterprises Inc., Lionheart Security Agency, Plantanan Park, JP Orleans and Realty Development Corporation, Civic Merchandising Inc., Megagold Construction and Development, Aviscor Motor Inc., Capiz Electric Cooperative Inc., BY & Sons Trading Inc., Dolce Via Beauty, Solid Motorcycle Distributor Inc., Historia Forest Garden. Other sponsors: TCPPI Iloilo, San Miguel Brewery Inc., Metro Rojas Water District, RV Marketing, Nature Spring, Gold's Gym, PLDT, JM Sports Apparel, Partners, Capiz Mansion Bye Bye, Aura Condotel, Aluncina, San Antonio Resort. The Rojas City Invitational Tournament 2026. Team sponsors: MBM Construction, NLB Construction, B-Shine Pharma, Kingsfield Rice Solutions, Wellmar Merchandising, Lux Production. Platinum sponsors: Big City Design and Prints, Toyota Rojas City, Tanduay Rojas, RKF Industrial and Installation Corp. Cal Spolchi, Shuffles, FNE Enterprises Inc., Lionheart Security Agency, Plantanan Park, JP Orleans and Realty Development Corporation, Civic Merchandising Inc., Megagold Construction and Development, Aviscor Motor Inc., Capiz Electric Cooperative Inc., BY & Sons Trading Inc., Dolce Via Beauty, Solid Motorcycle Distributor Inc., Historia Forest Garden. Other sponsors: TCPPI Iloilo, San Miguel Brewery Inc., Metro Rojas Water District, RV Marketing, Nature Spring, Gold's Gym, PLDT, JM Sports Apparel. Partners: Capiz Mansion Bye Bye, Aura Condotel, Aluncina, San Antonio Resort. The Rojas City Invitational Tournament.
Perimeter jumpers. Talk about James Spencer and Trent Andre, who have 22 of UAC's 43 points. Meanwhile, for Adamson, Torres has yet to get it going. Still can't get it going. Spencer secures the basketball. Spencer pushes the pace. Andre Could not get the 3 to fall. Ojarikre with the basketball now off to Eding.
Medyo slow start yung UAC dito. They already had 3 misses from the perimeter for that matter.
But they were good looks, coach. Talking about UAC,
yes.
just did not get the fall as Torres looks to end the dead spell, and he does. As the lead now is back to 6 for Team UAC. And they are popping this ball around as Andre will use the screen from Burkek. Burkek's trying to show off the range!
And he does.
Cashing in on a 3 was Matthew Burkek. We rarely see him shoot 3s, but that time made Adamson pay by leaving him wide open.
Oh, hindi lang pala pang zoom action yung pop-out niya na yun. He does have that range.
Very capable, is one Matthew Burkek, but Fransman just short-armed that teardrop, and the ball will go to UAC.
Nawala niya yung bola dun sa peak ng talon niya.
9-point game here between UAC and Adamson. As Bach now hands it off to Spencer. Again, coach, he's hot. He said it in the first half. They love to go to that zoom action with Burkek or Nien. And now they try to feed their big man down low. As Burkek with another shot now. 5 quick points for Matthew Burkek, and the lead is now at its highest, Coach Kim. 11-point lead for UAC. And
another turnover na naman para sa Adamson.
a turnover and a ticky-tack foul there by Eding.
As what you can see kanina sa offense ng UAC, diba? They love doing that handoff sa corner and then quick pass dito sa taas for that pick and roll. Pero ngayon, dinay na ng Adamson yung release nila dito sa slot. Now they're going directly to the blind pick, which is still very good offensive movement para sa UAC Kings.
Andre now kicks it out to Bach. Another pass to Burnett, I believe. Bach now with 6 seconds to work with, pulls up from the perimeter. Could not get a handle of the basketball now. Anabu running, does not have the numbers, and will wisely pull the ball back. Cross-court pass now to Torres, who was stymied by Andre. Torres, nowhere to go. Barcelona, nowhere to go as well. Anabo will drive. Again, great defense here by UAC.
Yes.
Torres, Anabo left wide open for a second, but he does not cash in. Another opportunity though for the Falcons.
Wide open.
Torres again could not convert on that 3. A very cold start here, coach.
It's a rare miss, di ba? Para sa ganun ka open na 3-pointer para dito kay Torres. Supposedly parang warm-up shot na lang sa kanya yun.
Especially for a guy like Torres, coach. He can make contested ones look easy. As Spencer talking about contested, that was heavily contested. Could not get the shot to fall. Torres, same spot, same result. As in transition now, Anabo heads up, was able to run faster than ball back. And now the Soaring Falcons, Eding now decides to pull the ball back, to Torres. Nowhere to go. Great defense there by Burnett. Shot clock is winding down for Adamson. Torres, great feed down low. Jarikre could not get to go. Great play there by Andre on the defensive side of the floor. And Spencer is looking for a foul. Will not get one.
Oh, great defense yan. Grabing vertical defense yan para dito kay Inabo.
Both teams now, coach, running up and down. And finally, a stoppage in play as Ojarikre will head to the free throw line.
UAC Kings, they're doing a great job with their defense. Dun sa on the ball, na ball screen Hindi makarol ito si Ojarikre dahil sa tagger. Laging andun. So when he gives that ball screen, pag roll niya, meron ng tagger sa harap niya, he can't rim run That's a great defensive adjustment para dito sa UAC Kings.
And it has showed in this third quarter, coach. These last few possessions for Adamson, they have been forced to really use a majority of their shot clock and really settle for a couple of contested threes, aside from the one from Alan Torres where he was wide open and couldn't cash in.
Pero tama nga doon, partner. Naubos yung shot clock nila and ang nagiging ending nila is a hurried shot from the perimeter, which is hindi yung hinahanap nila na shot. And this is all dahil sa ginagawang defensive system ng UAC Kings.
Great start here for UAC on the defensive side of the floor. For how cold they have been to start off this third quarter, they have really managed to maintain their lead with their defense as a foul, I believe, was called. On Cruz Dumont, an off-ball foul as UAC will have a baseline inbound with 14 seconds to work with. Burnett fake the pass, the ball back. Spencer now penetrates. Great pass at the corner by Myers. Just could not overcome the defense of one Manu Anabu there, coach, was one Murray Myers.
Oh, great defense doon kay Inabo. No? Great closeout, pati yung lateral niya to the baseline.
Bach now with a shot clock winding down. Can he get it to go? No. But he will have another opportunity as Burkett secures it. Now the ball is with Myers. Spencer was open for a second. Myers, top of the key. No. Cruz Dumont secures it. Adamson now trying to push the base as Cruz Dumont was left wide open to navigate through the lane, and a hard foul there. No malicious intent there by Burkett though. No choice but to send up Cruz Dumont to the free throw line.
Burkett was infuriated. He was asking for a foul there. Nakita mo, partner, tatlong white shirt yung nagbabox out sa kanya just to get him off that paint. Kaya humingi na siya ng foul.
With how good Burkett has been, coach, in this game, all of his rebounds have come from the offensive side of the floor, already with 4 offensive rebounds. So Adamson was right to have 3 bodies on him.
That's why. It just explains why. He had 3 guys on him.
And I'm sure Alan Perez is really having a huge sigh of relief as Burkett is finally off the floor. But he will have another tall task, literally, in trying to guard Lunin Yen. Burnett now with the basketball. Myers was open there for a second. Nowhere to go. Great defense by Mangaron. Ball back for 3. No good again. And thus far in this third quarter, UAC is cold from 3. But Adamson has yet to maximize on.
Sayang yun, and Nian knew that right away.
A bit of miscommunication there
He rushed that ball.
between Yen and Myers, I believe, coach.
Kasi meron kaming coaches, we have that saying now, we want to be fast to go to offense and defense, but we do not want a hurried shot. Alam mo yun, magkaiba yung you're fast tsaka hurried eh. Yun yung gusto sana niyan. They wanted to be fast, pero hindi pa nakatingin yung teammate niya.
Definitely, Myers was not expecting that pass.
Exactly.
His eyes weren't even on the ball. And again, it showed there with a turnover. Montebon being hounded by Myers. Perez is given the space, decides not to shoot. Mangaron now will shoot, won't get it to go as Bach will sky for the rebound. 9-point lead now for Team UAC. Can they make this a double-digit lead again? Myers with a awkward teardrop there, could not get it to fall.
I think he was supposed to pass that.
He was caught in no man's land there. Whether he wanted to commit the pass or take the teardrop, decided to go for the teardrop.
Bahala na daw si Batman eh.
Montebon now fakes, wide open, and finally ends the dead spell for Adamson as the lead now for UAC is down to 7 points as we head down to the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the third quarter.
Pasa niya dapat eh. Pag di niya kainin po ito, may nakadikit.
Okay. Back to the action here as we head down the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds of the third quarter. Coach, both teams here in the third have been very cold here to start. Has it just been good defense, or have both teams just been cold here to start the third quarter?
Well, we cannot take away the greatness sa defense ng dalawang teams, di ba? Parang they were getting their shots. Pero nga, lahat contested. So, mahirap yun. Mahirap yung shoot. Even mga pasa, na-deny, tinitira na lang eh. Di ba? Ganun yung adjustment na sinasabi natin. That's why we need to see that consistency. Which is, andun naman talaga yung consistency.
As we've seen here, Coach, in this third quarter, both teams have really used a majority of their shot clock to try and score. Just great defense thus far by both teams in the third. Again, with the shot clock winding down, Andre is tested by the defense of Mangaron, and he forces the turnover. Now pressure defense applied by UAC. Anabo crosses the timeline. Cruz Dumont, guys. Great feed down low to Allen Perez.
Yun yung kailangan ng Adamson. They need to take it hard to the basket. I mean, yes, malalaki tong UAC Kings, diba? Pero just like that, what a great setup they play there. Galing dito kay Dumont.
That might have been the easiest shot Perez will have all day, Coach.
Oo.
As you see Myers miss on that three. Mangaron now on the other side. Montebon thought about the three. Decides not to take it. Again, penetrating through the lane. Mangaron drive, pocket pass to Perez. Back-to-back score for Allen Perez.
Spencer Burkek ready to check back in right now as they've seen enough na daw.
Yup. These last few minutes, Coach, for UAC, very crucial because they did have a double-digit lead now. Their lead has dwindled to just 3 points. Andre, can he break the dead spell, for UAC? As he will head to the free throw line. A strong, aggressive drive there from Trent Andre, who has been the leading scorer for UAC with 12 points up to this point.
Diba? Pati hand-off na lang, hirap ng kunin ng UAC Kings eh. Ganun yung adjustment na ginawa na itong Adamson Falcons natin, ordered by Coach Rcit.
Both teams really have done a great job of making life difficult for both offenses here. Talking about UAC and Adamson, as Andre misses on that first free throw.
One good thing na nangyari din dito sa quarter natin na to, no, is nakikita na natin yung transition offense ng Adamson. Now they're running with the basketball after those stops na crucial.
Yeah, and we have seen them, Coach, really try and score in the paint instead of settling for those contested
diba?
threes. Montebon now with the basketball. Hands it off to Anabo, who gets a screen from Tumaneng. Anabo free throw line jumper is good. Last 90 seconds here of the third quarter as Andre being pressured by Mangaron. He'll use a screen from Burkek.
Yeah, a little Spain action right there.
Burnett now with nowhere to go. Shot clock again winding down for UAC. Burnett will use a screen from Burkek again, and he will go for the teardrop. Does not get it to fall now. Adamson, depending on shot selection, Coach, can either take the lead or tie this game. Cruz Dumont, great pass there to Tumaneng. Again, you mentioned it, Coach. Adamson is really doing a concerted effort at really attacking the paint.
Tama. Kasi wala eh, medyo maalat outside talaga eh. So now they bring it hard to the basket, and now they're getting shots off those passes, and ito sa free throw line na nila kukunin.
Yep, it might not always result in an easy 2 points, but it will either be 2 points or free throws, and right now that has really benefited Adamson here, who have really trimmed their deficit here just down to 2 points. Tumaneng though could not make on either free throw, so the lead will stay at 2 for UAC, as they have only scored 6 points here, Coach, in the third quarter. Great pass there by Burkek down low, trying to go to Andre, just could not get the pass to just fall in the hands of Chen Andre there, coach.
Hindi, sayang kasi tama yung backdoor pero sabay silang nag-backdoor. There were 2 red shirts going for that backdoor. So, 2 red shirts means 2 more white shirts yung mga defense nila, kaya naging masikip. Kaya hindi duman yung pasa ni Burkek.
It just made things way more congested than it had to be. And now pressure defense applied by UAC. Mga Ron now wanted to give it to Maneng. There's to give to Eding, who had the open look. Another great pass this time to Maneng.
This is the 4th straight possession na ganun na nangyari. Drive hard to the basket, drop off sa naglulup na big man nila, and now we're all tied up at 49.
And these shots, coach, by Tumaneng have been wide open.
Diba?
Way too easy. Now Andre will try and break this tie. Nowhere to go. Great defense. Spencer, 2 seconds to go. Burnett at the buzzer. No! Great end to the third quarter. As we enter the fourth quarter, back to 0 as we will have a tied ball game as we play the last 10 minutes of this game between UAC and Adamson. Start of the fourth quarter here between Adamson and UAC. This is Derek Quinanola on the call along with Coach Kim Reyes. As we'd like to give a shout out here to everyone who made this tournament possible, especially to the team sponsors in MBM Construction, NLB Construction, B-Shine Pharma, Kingsfield Rice Solution, Wellmar Merchandising, Lux Production, and to our platinum sponsors, Big City Designs and Prints, Toyota Rojas City, Tanduay Rojas, RKF Industrial and Installation Corporation, and to our gold sponsors as well, Kyle's Poultry, LOM Marketing by Vice Governor James Mitang Magbanwa, and to our silver sponsors, Shuffles, FNE Enterprises Incorporated, Lionheart Security Agency, Plantanan Park, JP Orleans Realty Development, Civic Merchandising Inc., Mega Gold Construction and Development, Avescor Motor Inc., Capes Electronic Cooperative Inc., BY & Sons Trading, Dolce Via Beauty and BM Junjun Billones, Solid Motorcycle Distributor, Historia Forest Garden, and Gold's Gym. Coach Kim Adamson now with a lead off that shot by Ray Allen Torres.
Oh, first shot to take that lead once again, no? Start pa lang ng fourth quarter natin.
And we saw it there again, Coach, another near shot clock violation for UAC as Torres off the Franzman was hot there in the first half. We have yet to see him score here though in the second. As Torres, he can get it going in a hurry. Great aggressive drive, and the basket is good.
What a great start ng fourth quarter para dito sa ating Adamson Falcons, no? From offense hanggang defense. Great shot coming dito kay Torres, tapos inubos nila yung shot clock ng UAC Kings. And now, an end one opportunity para dito ulit kay Ray Allen Torres.
You mentioned it in the first half, Coach, with how UAC played very well in that first half. The question was going to be, can they maintain this type of play for a
Yes.
full 40 minutes? And thus far, they have really struggled here, especially shooting from deep. Burkek now tried to go for the handoff to Spencer, as I believe Barcelona will be called for the foul.
Kasi nga, na-mention natin, di ba, about that consistency. Of course, after that first half, nakita na ng coaching staff anong ginagawa ng kalaban nila. Of course, they're gonna adjust. Ito na yung adjustment na yun. Now, paano mag-re-adjust yung UAC Kings? This is now their second turnover in less than 2 minutes, partner.
Now Torres looks to try to increase the lead for the Falcons, could not do it. As Bach secures the rebound, Spencer now on the other end, could not get the three to fall. And now the struggles will continue for Team UAC, coach.
I think that was Spencer's first attempt sa 3 points netong second half.
And he did have a pretty good first half, coach. Talk about James
yeah.
Spencer. That has been the tale for Spencer in this entire tournament. He starts off this game very hot and then cools down as we head down to second half. In the first game, he scored 14 points in the second quarter alone and finished the game with 14 points as well.
Nawala na ng second half. Totally.
You gotta give credit to the defenses for really locking in on James Spencer. And again, we saw it here today. He had all of his 10 points, I believe, in the first half. 0 thus far in the second half.
Oh, yes.
Barcelona now misses on that first free throw as the lead for Adamson will stay at 5.
And actually, he's not missing a lot of shots on second half. Parang he hasn't taken
Oh yeah.
those shots that he used to take on the first half at all.
It's not that he's actually cold.
Diba?
He just hasn't been attempting them.
Oo. Iba ulit yun eh.
Spencer now will try to be more aggressive here for UAC. Nowhere to go though. Great defense there by Barcelona as Burkett gets doubled by Barcelona, and I believe that's Justin Ignacio, and he forces the turnover. Great defense again by Adamson. And I believe there will be a review.
Humingi ng review yung head coach ng UAC Kings.
So as the referee sort this one out, sorry, we'll be right back. So an unsuccessful challenge there by Team UAC. The call by the refs will stand, so Adamson will have another chance here to increase their lead, coach.
Ito may ginagawa yung UAC Kings dito eh. Parang 1-2-2 na half-court-ish trap. They've been trying this since the start ng fourth quarter. And then, they drop back to man-to-man.
Torres now.
Offensive.
A bit too early was one Ignacio setting the screen there, coach, as he will be called for the offensive foul. But you mentioned it earlier, if you're UAC, you gotta mix things up here with your defensive coverages. And there, that time, it did pay off, forced a turnover.
Actually, yeah. Ang kaso now, they need to find that hole sa basket. Wala pa silang magandang nakikita dito eh.
Andre now with the basketball. He's another player from UAC who was sizzling there in the first half. Has yet to get it going here in the second as Burkek, a deep three, could not get the shot to fall, and Barcelona secures it. Angaron shakes the defense of Spencer. Hands the ball off to Torres. Very aggressive defense here from Spencer as they force the turnover. Burnett to Burkek. Nowhere to go is Burkek. Pass it wisely, gives it to Trent Andre.
Napakagandang transition defense ang Adamson doon. Oh, and it leads to another turnover.
UAC, we mentioned it, Coach, in the first half. UAC did a very good job of limiting their turnovers. But in this second half, they've already had 9 turnovers here. Not the kind of second half you'd want if you're one Coach Cam Andre.
Oo. Lalo na with that third quarter na nangyari, kailangan nila nag-step up na dapat dito sa fourth quarter.
But we've yet to see that from any of the UAC players who have, as they've yet to score here in this fourth quarter.
Almost 4 minutes na yung nakakain dito. Pero wala pa ring score na nagagawa itong ating UAC Kings.
They've done a very good job as well, limiting Adamson, who have not been able to really maximize their lead with how UAC's been turning the ball over here in the fourth quarter. Andre being hounded by Mangaron. Andre still cannot get it to go. Cruz Dumont now pushing the pace. Montebon. Mangaron wide open. Kicks it out to Montebon, who cashes it in!
Unselfish play doon para dito kay Mangaron.
And now Coach Adamson with their biggest lead of the ball game, and a near turnover there for UAC. Burkek, he can take it from there, decides not to do it though. Cross-court pass to Burnett. Corner pop is good! Both teams now trading 3-pointers, and we have a 6-point game here, Coach, as we head down to the last 5 minutes of action.
They need to stop right here, right now. Para dito sa red shirts natin.
Montebon, step back, triple.
Key check.
Short.
Yan. Oo, eto ngayon, red shirts. Tingnan natin if they can capitalize, pero wala. Kita mo yung transition dito ng white shirts. Ando na sila agad, pero wala akong pakialam ilan pa yung defense na yan. I'm gonna take this hard to the basket.
Burnett now, Coach, with a quick 5 points now for UAC, and you saw it on that play. A strong, aggressive drive through the lane. Ignacio had no choice but to commit a foul.
Sabi niya, guys, you're looking for a spark? Eto ako. This is the spark we're needing. Last 5 minutes. Babalik pa tayo sa game na to.
Now just a one-possession ball game. Great effort and energy displayed by Burnett here as he converts on that free throw. Now full court pressure displayed here. Slightly full court pressure displayed by Team UAC.
Joke lang daw. Joke lang.
Just to, mix things up a bit.
Oo, ginulat lang. Oh, wide open si Kama dun.
Nabo now, defended by the smaller Murray Myers. Cross-court pass. I can't see who has the ball. The ball is with the ding. Cruz Dumont, great feed down low.
Sayang. Great find kay Dumont sana, no?
But even better defense by, I believe, Burnett again there, Coach. Or was that James Spencer? Just putting his hand there at the very last second.
Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina na taggers. Pag may nag-help sa kanila, yung weak side nila is always there to help out.
Myers now with the basketball. Ignores the screen from Burkek. And now Burnett, he has been the spark. Kicks it out to Burkek. Bach is wide open. Burkek through the lane. Shot clock winding down. Myers, does he know it? And he will be called for a traveling violation. Burkek there, Coach. Ball back was wide open.
Yeah. Actually, akala ko papasa niya. I really thought he was gonna give that one more.
Exactly. That's exactly what Coach Mike would tell us. That one more pass, he should have done it there. Ball back. And he has made a couple of threes. He's made 2 threes in this ball game already. It would have been a chance for them to tie this game.
Oh, that would have been big.
Anabu now with the basketball. Back to Iding. Thought about giving it to Torres. Iding spins. Iding with a series of moves. Ojarikre could not secure it. Great play there by Burkek. Burnett now.
Oh.
Nearly an 8-second violation as there is a foul call.
Kanina pa nangyayari yun sa UAC Kings eh. But I mean, the previous possession as well. they're having miscommunication sa ano gusto nilang gawin eh. Kasi parang ito si Burnett, he thought they were gonna do the paint speak and roll. Pero they rejected the initial screen kaya nagkagulo-gulo yung offense nila na yun. Just like right now, he thought back was gonna get the ball pero iniwan siya bigla.
The good news is, though, Coach, for Team UAC, is that the next foul will send them to the free throw line, as Adamson now with 4 fouls in this fourth quarter, and still a lot of time remaining. Andre now look to set the table.
Ay.
Good idea there, but better awareness from Cruz Dumont. As Cruz Dumont now walking the tightrope. Torres, short jumper is short, but they will have another opportunity. Anabo thought about the three, decides to give it to their point guard in Iding. Ignores the screen from Ojaric, finally uses it. Torres from deep, good! And now it's back to a 6-point lead for the Soaring Falcons, courtesy of Ray Allen Torres. Burnett, he has been the source of offense for UAC. Back from the corner, couldn't counter. And Torres secures the basketball, and he will be fouled.
Great drive and spray to the corner. Doon galing dito kay Burnett, no? Ooh, it's the 5th foul pala para dito. Kay Burnett.
Gonna be a big hole to fill, Coach, if you're UAC. Without good, Matthew Burkett has played in this game. But Lunin Yen as well has played very well as we head to a commercial break, as we head down the last 2 minutes and 46 seconds of this ball game. Back live here, last 2 minutes and 40 seconds of what's been a very entertaining game between the Adams and Soaring Falcons and Team UAC Keysborough. A ding now. That's the defense of Andre, nowhere to go.
Defense there.
Perez could not get the bounce.
Let's see if makakapitalize dito yung UAC Kings. No, great stop there coming dito sa red shirts.
Yeah, now with the basketball, handed off to Spencer. Now Bach. Back to Burnett. Down to the shot clock here. 7 seconds to work with Burnett. No. Now last 2 minutes. Adamson can definitely take their time here as they have a 6-point lead and all the momentum. As again, UAC struggling here in the second half. There's up to 6 points right now in the fourth quarter. Anabo looks to go for the kill shot. Kicks it out to Torres for three. No good. Cruz Dumont, second chance opportunity now for the Falcons.
Actually, Dumont here, no? He's been that silent hero na tumatrabaho para dito sa Adamson eh. We're talking about the intangibles earlier. What a great drive there para sa Adamson Falcons. Pero yun nga, going back to Dumont, no? He's been doing all those intangibles. Yung drives, drops, yung mga offensive rebounds. Siya yung naging spark na kailangan ng Adamson para tumuloy-tuloy dito sa Adamson to get that lead right now.
Down to the last 83 seconds here of our ball game. 8-point lead for the Falcons as we head to a quick commercial break. back to the ball game here with the Soaring Falcons up by 8. And with just 1 minute and 23 seconds left to go in this game, Coach, has to be a must-score situation here for UAC.
Oo, kailangan nila maka-convert dito just to stay in the game. And reminder, the red shirts were up starting this second half natin.
It has just been a struggle here for UAC to generate offense as Bach could not get the bounce, and that has been the story of this second half for UAC. The shots that went in the first half just have not fallen here in the second. Pressure defense applied by UAC, but a better press break there by the Falcons as Torres. Set out to mga Rona, Montebon.
The red shirts now are going small ball.
Trying to offer more speed.
Oo, to keep that pressure on.
Dumont could not get it to go. Spencer, they need to go fast here if they want a chance. Bach was not expecting that pass, nearly turned it over. Burnett thought about the three, drive through the lane, and he will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Sayang yung open shot. Ay, tingnan natin yung replay niya, no? Great fake there, great kick out. Almost an ankle breaker there, pero ayun, nakakuha siya ng foul to stop that time. And now 2 free throws para dito kay Burnett.
It's not impossible, Coach, but a very steep mountain to climb here if you're team UAC. 8 points in 31 seconds.
Pero pwede naman.
Pwede naman.
Tingin ko pag nakashoot si Bach, may comeback yan.
Oh. Or if they have Richie Miller on their squad, they can go 6 points in 8 seconds.
Di ba? Pwede yan.
But if you talk about ball back, Coach, again, another player who has struggled here in the second half. After starting this ball game off hot, ball back has really struggled here in the second, making it hard for them to mount a comeback. And
Especially, ganun, nag-miss pa yung first free throw, no?
definitely, that will not help their cause
Yeah.
as they try and make this deficit even more manageable. As Burnett cashes in on the second free throw. Noe Pacquiao now checking back into the ball game as he subs in for Hunter Cruz Demont. Might be an offense-defense type situation there, Coach. Great play there by Artango as Pacquiao. He did not need to take that.
Oo.
On the other end now, Burnett drives. Burnett.
You can see the frustration sa side ng Adamson na yung coaches nila. Sabay-sabay tumaas ng kamay, sabay kamot.
Pacquiao definitely did not need to take that three. They were already up comfortably. And UAC, they're obviously going to foul because the shot clock was... The time discrepancy between the game clock and the shot clock wasn't even that much anymore.
I mean, even I was shocked. He shot that one.
But now Burnett will head back to the free throw line. He made the first free throw. Second free throw now for him is up and good. And now just a 5-point deficit with 17 seconds left in this game. And now UAC can play very aggressive here as they are yet in the penalty.
They need one more foul.
So they can afford to really be aggressive here. But again, you have to really manage this type of situation, Coach. You also don't want to take out a lot of seconds because there is only 15 seconds left in this game.
Oo, tama. Quick decision talaga dapat ang gagawa nila dito.
You might need to pressure for 3 seconds, but then after 3 seconds, you have no choice but to commit a foul to whoever has the basketball. A near steal there by Spencer. And they're saying, one of the referees said Spencer did touch the basketball as the ball will stay with the Falcons. Great defense there by UAC, Coach.
Oo, pinapahirapan nila talaga.
Sahili. A risky pass there to Artango.
Quick foul.
Quick foul. They will have another opportunity, I believe. Or, sorry, he will now head to the free throw line as they are now in the penalty. Artango with a chance to make this a 3-possession ball game, making it even harder for UAC to try and mount this comeback. Good on that first free throw, and the lead now is back up to 6.
He wants to seal that coffin.
Artango now second free throw. Misses it, and the lead is at 6. Myers. Step back triple. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound by De Bertoli is no good. A lot of players were skying, but Artango winds up with the basketball.
So that's the main story for this game. No? We talked about that, the consistency, if they could bring that energy the whole game, and as well as the adjustments na gagawin each team. And on that matter, Adamson, mas maganda yung naging adjustment nila, lalong-lalo na sa defensive side ng ball game. Napahirapan talaga nila yung red shirts to get those easy baskets na kukuha nila nung first half.
Yeah, talking about a struggle, coach. UAC was limited to just 15 points the entire second half. A very stark contrast for them in the first half where they scored 43 points. As that will be the end of this ball game, as the Adams and Soaring Falcons will finish the elimination round with a win-loss record of 3-1. Meanwhile, UAC Keysborough will end this tournament winless